Hello everyone and welcome to Linux Forensics here at Pentester Academy. In this video, I wanted to show you a couple of ways that you can examine some of the wealth of information that is stored inside of an inode. So I wanted to first show you how you could do this using an image that you've mounted. So I'm going to go ahead and use our mount script. I see that it's been mounted under media part 0. I'll go ahead and change to that directory. And recall that we saw some strangeness in the bin directory. So I'm going to change to the bin directory and I'm going to repeat my ls-ali r of my current directory, and I'm going to pipe that to sort-n for numeric, and I'll go ahead and pipe that to more. So again, notice that everything is nice and sequential. We also had a script that we showed you in a previous video that we can use that will point out wherever there are non-sequential inodes. And in particular interest to us were these last few files. So we can see here that these are nowhere close to sequential, so these were obviously added after the system was created. And the timestamps support that story. And in particular, we're interested in these files, the Xingxi files. So I can stat the file. So if I do a stat on Xingxi underscore star, this will print out information on each of these files. So here's the information that's coming right out of the inodes. What is the file size? How many blocks? Block size? What kind of file is it? What device is it stored on? What's the inode number? How many links? And who owns it? What are the permissions? And then we have some timestamps. Now notice a couple of things. First of all, these timestamps have nanosecond accuracy. And we will talk about that in some future videos. So this is something that has been added to ext4, those extra bits that we briefly mentioned in some previous videos. And here you also notice there is a birth time. Now it's not populated in this case, but recall that we said in that extra bit that's in the new inodes for ext4 systems, there is a creation time now. And that's what it's reporting here. So that was pretty simple. I can look at the files and look at this information. I could also print out the files. I could cat the files. There are a few utilities that will also be useful to you that are built into the sleuth kit. So taking note of my inodes, 657,103, 076, 109. Those are the three that I'm interested in. Now I can use the sleuth kit. And we can start with istat. Istat will give you the same kind of information as stat for a mounted file, but this works with images and it also works with inode numbers. So I can say istat-o, my offset, then my image file, and then I give it my inode number, 657,103, and it tells me about this file. So notice it took a little bit of time, but it did eventually tell me the inode number, which is interesting since I supplied that. It's allocated, which group is it in, what's its generation ID. This is owned, by user root, group root. Here's the mode, and it has extents in the file, and its size is so links. So here we have our times, and notice that we do have our nanosecond accuracy for all of our times, and then a list of blocks. You'll notice that these lists of blocks are contiguous. So we have 4 blocks, they're all in a row, and that is to be expected because it says they're using extents. If we look at some of the other files, here's its information. It's a little bit smaller. Once again, extents are being used, so we should expect contiguous blocks, and we have that once again. So here we can see when all of this was created, accessed, modified, etc. And then our final one here was also accessed earlier than it was modified, which seems a bit strange. And here's when it was created. It was created when it was accessed, which was before it was modified or the inode was modified. You can also print out these files, and the way to do that is to use icat. So I can use icat on one of these files. So let me go ahead and do that, and I have to supply all these options again. And I will pipe the results to XSD, and there you have it. So here is one of my files. If I repeat that, but send it to more this time, you see right here that it says, I'm an L file, please run me. So either way, you can get the same kinds of information. You can either use the built-in utilities on your mounted image, or you can use the sleuth kit. Well, that's all for this video. As always, if you're enjoying these videos here at Pen Tester Academy, please tell a friend. We'll see you soon.